Big Bay Point, Cape Town, South Africa. The sky is packed, and the beach is swarming with kite surfers.
At times you're 50, 60, 70 feet in the air looking down at the water, and the waves are starting to look smaller to you. The people on the beach are looking smaller to you. It's a pretty incredible feeling to actually be flying.
Sam Midiski is the four-time Canadian national champ, and today he's here representing the True North Strong and Free at Red Bull's King of the Air.
We've got the top 25 riders in the world all gathering here from different nations to compete in this event and really show what kiteboarding is to the world.
These athletes mean business, zooming along at highway speeds, leaping 30 meters in a single bound.
Your kite is what's harnessing the wind, just like a sailboat sail or a windsurfing sail. The only difference here is you actually can control your kite in the direction you're going and the amount of power you have. The kites are fairly simple. The canopy is made of a ripstop nylon, and our tubes are covered with a Dacron material, which is fairly durable. This right here is a 13-meter best GP. When the wind goes over our canopy and over the backside of the kite, it acts just like an airplane wing, creating lift. This is how we're actually able to propel ourselves into the air. Inside of these tubes, there's actually a latex rubber that's inflated. That way, if we crash our kite, it doesn't sink. Today's kiteboards are a wood core with the carbon fiber to stiffen the board up and a fiberglass layer on the top and bottom for durability and also for torsional stiffness. The rocker on the board is the curvature on the bottom of the board. So basically from tip to center to the other tip, how that board curves. The flatter the board, the more efficient it is to get up and planing. In these winds, we want something that's not efficient, something that has a lot of rocker that pushes the water so we can hold a bigger kite down, so in turn we can jump higher.
Sam and his fellow kite surfers have been camped out here more than a week, waiting for the perfect wind and water conditions.
So in Big Bay here, they've got a strong swell that comes in here. If everything lines up right, you've got that strong wind and big waves, which really the two, when they're combined, they make for a great kiteboarding session, and huge jumps normally go down.
Today, Mother Nature is blowing fast and furious. The competition is on.
I got drawn a tough heat to start. I've got the 5-time world champion, the 2009 world champion, and last year's second place at the Red Bull King of the Air. So we'll see how things go. My strategy for the event is to go as big as possible. I'm going to take the biggest kite I can hold down and find the biggest wave and line it up and hopefully go to the moon.
This is a big air event, and the judges are predominantly looking for big air and extremity. So 70% of your jump is based on the height and the extremity, 20% is style and execution, and 10% is variety.
The judges have some high-tech help this year. Riders are wearing a sensor that measures height, speed, airtime, gravity loading, and location, capturing data at 400 times a second. Competition is fierce, with some athletes jumping 25 meters high and others wiping out hard. Sam lands some impressive jumps, but not impressive enough. He's cut before the next round. 24 athletes are whittled down to 12, and then only 4. Kevin Langery from Sam's heat continues to dominate.
And I just loved it. I had a smile on my face like the whole heat.
After one final round to show off their biggest moves yet, the judges call it.
Round of applause for King of the Air 2014, Mr. Kevin Langery.
This day was just one of these days, you know, that usually only happen in dreams. But sometimes they come to reality.
Even though Sam's dreams didn't come true today, he's still flying high.
I'm just continuing traveling, following the wind, and to the next spot where the wind's going to be at, and to the next event that's happening.